Today on the Hopefulist, we need to start giving ourselves the credit we deserve. KFC takes chicken and waffles up a notch. And the American Idol reunion, I didn't miss it.
Welcome to the Hopefulist, a daily talk show hosted by veteran broadcaster Wendy McClure. Join Wendy each day as she shares her life lessons that transformed her from perpetual pessimist to the ultimate hopefulist. The perfect morning show to get you caught up on the day's top stories while sharing insights that will lead to positive transformation and bring out the hopefulist in you. For more inspiration, visit Hopefulist.com. And now, here's your host and hopefulist, Wendy McClure.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. It is Thursday, September 19th already. 2019. It is day 7 of Gotta Get on Ellen. I'm working on it. Doing some behind-the-scenes stuff. It is a very cool, crisp morning here at the Jersey Shore. I gotta tell you, I've been looking a little forward to fall. Cooler temperatures, you know how I like to decorate, the fall decorations, that smell in the air. Yeah, it was pretty darn cold yesterday. I changed my mind. I want summer back. Bring on the summer. Luckily for us, summer is coming back this weekend. It's only going to be like 72 today, which is chilly. And but then tomorrow it's going to be 80, and then by Sunday it's going to be 90 again. So we'll see how it goes. I'm sure that it will turn colder for good at some point. In fact, I'm quite sure of it. But I am missing summer a little bit. It's funny because Monday, I think it was such a gorgeous day here. I actually put on my bathing suit and sat outside in the sun, which I haven't done in I don't know how long because it's been so hot. And I just, I'm all gung-ho in the spring with getting my sun on and getting some tan and all that. And then I get tired of it. I get bored of it. And I get hot. So I haven't done that in a while. So that was nice. And then yesterday I did go to the beach for the sunrise. It was very cloudy at the beach and cold. It was windy and cold. And I didn't even wait for the sun to come up through the clouds because I did walk all the way down to the water. And I was just like, I'm not loving this wind. So I did get a couple of good shots. I believe today's blog post, the picture I used, is from yesterday's sunrise. So you don't have to see the actual sun to have a beautiful sunrise picture. You can tell it's there. I'm pretty sure you can tell it's there. So still some pretty cool shots. Started off my day right by getting down to the beach to watch the sunrise. And then I stopped on my way home at Wawa, like I said, and I gave myself an somewhat inexpensive indulgence. I bought myself a pumpkin coffee, first of all. But then I bought myself a bag of pumpkin coffee so I can make it at home and have it whenever I want. I don't have to depend on going to Wawa, getting up and getting out of the house, especially with these cooler, crisp mornings. I can make it home right here. I didn't get the K-Cups this time because I figured that the bag will last me a little bit longer because I like my coffee a little on the weak side, which is a problem for me and Joe. He likes his coffee on the super strong side. So we have a Keurig, but we use the little basket where you can put your own in. So he makes his strong, and he makes mine weak. Yes, Joe makes my coffee most of the time. You know why? Because he's better at it than me. And he claims to enjoy it. So who am I to take that joy away from him, right? Exactly. So I saw a story on the news yesterday morning. Good Morning America had a woman on who donated bone marrow to her baby brother, in essence, saving his life. And they were both on, and they were both so, kind and, very nice about everything. In fact, he had gotten a wish from the Make-A-Wish Foundation, and he had never used it, and now he's been saved. But he talked to the people at Make-A-Wish, and his sister who donated the bone marrow is newly engaged, and he was able to arrange for her and her fiancé to choose any place they would like to go for their honeymoon. So in essence, he gave his Make-A-Wish away to his sister. Now, like I said, they were so lovey-dovey and so kind and so nice to each other. I mean, I'd have been on there being like, yeah, my brother owes me for life. He's got to do whatever I want from now on, because if it weren't for me, he wouldn't even be here. You owe me. But that's what the difference is between nice people and me. I'm just saying. No, I'm sure that it's a much different experience when it truly is life and death. But I do think that I would have to needle it in there a little bit. Like, you know, you owe me, right? What else did I want to talk about? Yesterday, I was talking about the Kelly Clarkson show, and that she had an original American Idol reunion. And I guess I saw it on social media and assumed that it was on Tuesday, but it was not. I turned Kelly Clarkson on yesterday, and that was the original American Idol reunion. Now, she had Paula, Randy, and Simon there in studio, and she had Ryan up there for via satellite from New York for a little while, for like one break. And, of course, they were all, especially Simon, giving Ryan a hard time for not being able to get there. And Kelly's trying to, you know, kind of go to bat for him and be like, well, he's so busy. He's in New York. He's like, I flew in from London, but okay, whatever. I wonder what happened to Dunkelman. Why didn't Dunkelman come back? Remember Brian Dunkelman? Yeah, he claims he left the show because he didn't think it was going to be a hit, which is ridiculous because it was a hit from the get-go. So the funny thing about seeing the three judges together again is they totally talk over each other. You can't understand a word that they're saying. They have all these inside jokes that they make to each other that nobody gets. And then Randy still just, you know, bounces around from topic to topic. He starts talking about things that has nothing to do with the current conversation. And it was a little funny between Paula and Simon because, you know, most of the time Paula seemed like she was nuts. And according to what she said, which may be partly true, it may be just that she's nuts. But she was saying that Simon would make her say all this crazy stuff or whatever. He goes, you know, and then whenever she would say something silly or whatever, the cameraman would look at him and he'd be like, you know, making like a crazy signal, like, and looking at her. So maybe he set her up a little bit. I think a lot of it maybe had to do with how she really is. But yeah, they just talk all over each other. It's kind of crazy. Coming from a radio background, that's a big no-no. It's a big no-no. Nobody can understand when three people are trying to talk at the same time. That's why I work alone now. Well, I don't work alone. I got my podcast partner, Tucker, but she doesn't talk. And she certainly doesn't talk over me, unless there were to be a squirrel outside or another dog or a knock on the door. Do you think we can try and get Tucker to bark if I knocked on the table? Do you think we could fool her? Do you want to try it? Tucker, who's here? Oh, she's on to my shenanigans. She's not falling for it. No, well, she is moving around a little bit. Tucker, did you hear that? Is someone here? Tucker. Nope, completely ignoring me. She used to be so fun. I don't know what happened. So if you get a chance to check out this Kelly Clarkson show with the three original judges from American Idol, she even had Justin Guarini on, who, of course, was the second in the final from the year that she had won. And he was big around the Philadelphia area because he was from Philadelphia. And he's done pretty well for himself. He's been on Broadway, and he's apparently is known for this Diet Dr. Pepper commercial that I didn't even know it was him in the commercial. So, yeah, good for all of them. That was a lot of fun. It was definitely something that I am glad that I did not miss because I thought I had missed it. Maybe I judged Kelly a little too harshly. Maybe I should give her more of a chance because I was saying yesterday that I wasn't feeling her show. I'll try to watch it again today. Today, however, I do have an online course that I'm taking around 1 p.m. So we'll see if I'm finished by the time Kelly comes on. I'm not sure. I think it's 90 minutes. So we'll see what happens. So KFC Have you seen this? It's only in parts of the country. The nearest spot from here would be Pittsburgh. It is a chicken sandwich with 2 glazed donuts used as the bun. Everybody's like kind of up in arms in this. Now, somebody had done this not that long ago. I remember talking about it in the past. I'm not sure who it was that had done it, but it was basically the same thing. It was donuts used as a bun for a chicken sandwich. I think I've even seen it done with a burger, which I don't think would go well. I think it actually will be really good with a chicken sandwich because it's really just a different version of chicken and waffles, right? Everybody loves chicken and waffles. I'm not sure still how they really go together, but it seems to be a big deal, the sweet and the savory. So I think this would be pretty good. Pretty unhealthy, yeah, but still, I think that would taste delicious. So if it does well, I assume that they will bring it out to more areas in the country. So here's hoping it does well so we can all try it. Wouldn't that be great? A chicken donut sandwich. Sounds amazing. Do you have it for breakfast or do you have it for lunch? Well, here in the Northeast, we do not typically eat chicken for breakfast. I know that that's something that has that's pretty big in other parts of the country, mostly the South, I would assume. Even when I was in Dallas, my nieces are Chick-fil-A freaks, and my younger niece, Rebecca, had told me, you have to get the chicken biscuit sandwich for breakfast at Chick-fil-A. And I did. And you put honey on it. Well, they put honey on it, and it was okay. It was all right. But we don't typically eat chicken for breakfast in this part of the country. But I do see chicken biscuits here and there on menus, so I know that it is done. So do you eat this sandwich for the chicken donut sandwich for breakfast or for lunch or dinner? It's obviously a big chicken sandwich. The breakfast ones are usually on a biscuit or something small. So this is definitely something that probably be for later in the day. And you don't want to eat in excess of your daily calories for breakfast either. That's probably another thing. But yeah, I hope that they bring it around here because I think it would be delicious. I might actually have Joe try and make it for us anyway. Right? Sound good. Now I'm hungry. I haven't had my breakfast yet. Hungry. I'm going to move on to the topic, which once again relates to my blog post for the day, which I will be talking about giving ourselves the credit that we deserve, especially us women. We have such a hard time with that. So I put up a question. Tell me one accomplishment you are really proud of. And I was thinking that I wouldn't get any responses. And I'm so glad that I did. But that would have been fine, too, if I didn't get any responses, because it would prove my point that we never give ourselves enough credit. So here are some of your responses. Denise says, my kids. Karen says, graduating from college. Katie says, helping to guide, raise my very young son through the loss of his father. I didn't do it alone, and I'm so thankful for the village that helps me with this. Kathy says, raising my children to be kind, caring, and responsible adults who are successful with family and career. Marcy says, after losing a long-time job at the same time, I was involved in a nasty divorce. I went back to school while working part-time and earned a paralegal certificate. It was really hard to do while I was dealing with the job loss and the emotional stuff, but I got through it on my own and was able to use my new skills to secure a new job in a new career. It was important to me that my teenage children see their mom persevere and succeed. Congratulations, Marcy. Michelle says, raising 2 amazing daughters. I concur. Joseph says, I married my sister's hot friend. That's me. That's my husband. And I was his sister's hot friend. Everybody got a bit of a laugh out of that. Jim says, earning my CPC certification. It was a lot of anatomy and physiology to learn, and I was never good at that. But taking that test was, for me, like passing the MCATs. Congratulations, Jim. Connie says, I donated a kidney to my brother-in-law. Kind of like the earlier story I was talking about with the bone marrow. Wow, That is one badass move. Good for you, Connie. Lisa says losing 40 pounds. Congratulations. Wow. Losing